Do you feel like you are too big for the tiny box that your environment and society has put you in? This video is for you. So I was just texting, voice messaging my friends and realized that I'm too unhinged for Perth and that there was a part of me that died while I was here for 3 months because it was too painful for that part not to be able to be fed. And I fed it through online, but it just totally died. And then it broke my heart because I actually was considering staying in Perth. I mean, it's heaven on earth, right? But it doesn't feed your soul in a way that I need with the excitement and ambition and bigness and magnitude and just wildness. It's like grounded and slow and relaxed. Like that feeds part of the soul. But what killed me was I was ready to settle and the universe wouldn't let me. And then I was annoyed at the universe that it wouldn't let me settle. But I didn't realize I was settling until I realized I was settling in the moment just 5 minutes ago when I wrote all the posts. And now I'm like making this video because there are parts of you I know that you are settling. And I've been doing that. I've been settling in relationships because I'm like, this is the best relationship I've ever had. This is good stuff. Been settling in, well, I've never settled in business because I'm too unhinged for that, thank God. But some of you might be like, oh, this is the best job I've ever had. I don't want to risk not having that. So I'm not going to keep dreaming. This is the best I've had. So I'm good. This is where dreams come to die. The settling, the best I've ever had. This is good enough. And maybe for you it is like maybe you don't practice gratitude and you're an entitled son of a. And we're not talking about entitlement, like we're really not talking about entitlement here. We're talking about the desire, the driving force that drives you. Desire. That's what freaking drives you. It is the life force energy of like, what do I want? And the thing with desire, right, guys, I'm going to give you a caveat. So the thing with desire is you can have a trauma. So then your desire drives you in a toxic way to heal your trauma. If you've done a lot of work, your desire drives you to expansion, to integration. If you have trauma, your desire might even block you from anything because it's too scary. So my question to you is, where have you been settling? Where are you settling right now? Where are you selling out on your dreams? Where are you convincing yourself that it's not possible? Where are you convincing yourself? Where are you arguing for why you can't have what you want? Where in your life are you arguing for why you can't have what you want? And is it winning? Let's have love and compassion for the parts of us that settle. Because I have so much love and compassion for the parts of me that settled because there was scarcity. There was this kind of perceived lie that there is scarcity. Who here walks around and is like, there's not enough men, there's not enough conscious men, there's not enough good men, there's not enough women, there's not enough. So you're putting yourself in this perceived scarcity, and then you're finding evidence for how that's true, and then you settle because you're like, well, it's this or nothing. And then you can't be in the in between, in the mystery, in the magic of the unknown. So you're like, well, I better fill the gap with whatever's available. Who's been there? Are you ready to break that pattern? Are you ready? Like you might remember your past lives, but you probably don't. So you kind of only have this life until you forget about it. So are you going to live this life to the max, or are you just going to settle and just blend in? Are you going to be the leader that you want to be? Are you going to be the star? Are you going to be the creator, the entrepreneur, the thought leader, the change maker, the shaker? Or are you just going to blend in and let someone else do it? And then kind of criticize them and everything else? Are you going to give up on this human experience, or are you going to fight for it? Are you going to be resigned and cynical that this is the fucking worst year. And, people had a shitty year last year. I had the best year of my life. And I'm going to have an even better year. And how good are you willing to have it? And how far are you willing to go? Are you just going to sit on the couch or keep scrolling? Do you even not have an attention span long enough to watch this video to the end, not multitasking? Wherever focus goes, energy flows. Wherever your attention, you are voting. So I used to talk about voting with the dollar, but you're voting with your attention. Where are you putting your attention? What are you feeding with the energy that is flowing from your focus? Are you amplifying leaders that are making a difference in the world, or are you amplifying trash that is sucking your life force energy? Where are you voting with the dollar? Are you investing in self-development, growth, and health, in family, in love, in expansion? Or are you numbing and dulling and just like shoving it all down? Do you have the tools to deal with what's happening in the world? And are you using them? Are you sitting on the sidelines? Are you sitting on the fence? Power lives in the yes or a no, not on the maybe. Maybe is a cop out. Maybe one day, someday. It's now. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for the moment where you look back at your life? It's been 10 years and you still haven't done shit. Are you waiting for the right time? The right time never comes. Are you waiting for when you're ready, when you're not afraid? You're never going to be ready. You're never not going to be afraid. You might be able to get yourself in a high unhinged frequency and show up and do the crazy thing and then have the most epic vulnerability hangover, want to delete everything, regret everything, hide and set yourself back. Or you might want to invest in a magic mind, a mastermind where I help and hold you, where we work with your inner world and outer world, and I help guide you on this path towards your dreams. We make the impossible possible. And I am the queen of making the impossible possible. From a really young age, that was my thing. That used to be my thing of my whole mission. And now I infuse magic and miracle into the mundane. And I teach you how to tap into your superhuman abilities so that you can do 20-80 instead of 80-20. So most of the world operates with 80% effort for 20% reward, 80% effort for 20% reward. Because there's so much energy leak. There is so much like your system is so out of tune that your parts are pulling you in the wrong direction. You're running up a treadmill with a bag of rocks up a freaking mountain instead of sliding down the sled, down the path of least resistance, flow, energy, where the universe carries you. And this is, I call the 20-80. So when I teach you how to tap into your superhuman abilities, you are then able to only do 20% effort for 80% reward. Yeah, guys, that's how I operate from the life. That's why I have so much freedom. That's why I'm so resourced, is because I get everything done in 20% of the time, most of humanity, and I reap 80% of reward compared to what everyone else reaps, 20%. And this shit works. I've proven it with my clients and them having incredible results, miracles, magic, soulmate relationships. And what I want to say to you, I can feel that right now you're like, that's not possible for me. Do you have a desire for it to be possible? Because your beliefs create your reality. So if you say that's not possible for me, you're going to find all the evidence. If you're going to say, you'll start finding the evidence, right? And it takes courage to build that muscle. But it also, there's a system. And something I'm really exploring and playing with is a really different way of functioning in the world. And what I'm being initiated into kind of breaks my brain. I'm like, is this really how this works? Because the world is telling us completely opposite. It's telling us to work really hard, to force, to push, to have what you want. It's guiding us in a really wrong direction to the truth of our human existence, of our power. with technology, like with AI, jobs are being gone, so it's like you need to reclaim your power to be the creator, to create whatever reality you want at any point in time. Like that you will be good because you know how to wield the energy of money, that you get to birth your desires, your creativity, that it gives you energy when you fulfill on your mission. It gives you energy when you are getting to actually do the thing you are here to do. So as technology is developing, it's pulling us further and further away from understanding our innate superhuman abilities because we're starting to give our power away more and more and more. We don't understand that we have it all within us. Like we can actually heal our own body. We can tune in and understand what's wrong with our body. When we listen, it tells us. And then we can telepathically communicate, we can pull ideas. So let's look at the most successful people who have created the craziest shit. Steve Jobs, all the authors, creators. Where's the ideas coming from? Do you think they just are geniuses? Yes, but it's because the ideas come down and they fulfill on it. Do you know how much they failed? Do you know how many times those people failed? I was being cheeky and I wrote a content piece. How do you get good at creating content? Fucking do it. Do you know how I got really good at creating content? Is because I did it and I learned what worked and I learned what didn't work. And then I now write in a way that I know works. But I also channel, but then I also trained my brain to work in that way. But I also channel. I use my superhuman ability to sit the fuck down and channel the thing and then be okay with failure. Like the other day, I had this grand idea. I got really high. I did the thing and it flopped. But also, patience is a virtue. So maybe if it didn't work straight away, it doesn't mean it flopped. It just means it needs a tweak or it needs more time or more energy. So, how are you relating to your reality? You can create anything you want. You just need an intention. You need to fuel it with your awareness. And then you need to keep moving towards it. Stop asking how, just keep moving towards it and let it unfold. Fail, make mistakes, learn, grow, and be in the right environment. This is the moral of this freaking audio. I've just gone on a freaking tangent. If you ask a fish to climb a tree, you'll think that it's an idiot its whole life. And this is the moral of this freaking video. If you're in the wrong place where you are not able to be fully yourself, to follow your dreams, that you're constantly selling out and settling, you will be a fish trying to climb a tree. This is your time. This is your message. This is your sign to stop settling, to say yes to this bigger vision of you, to say yes to the support, to say yes to the environment, to the community of like-minded people that are going to be like, give me your most unhinged wild desires and we will say aho, not how. So if you want to come and play, DM me, slide into my DMs, let's chat, let me send you the application form and let's go to the freaking cosmos and let's make this year the best year ever, our most unhinged. And I really deeply live a life of magic and miracle, like the craziest shit, like literally the craziest shit happens. So watch my YouTube channel. I'm going to be sharing way more of the crazy stories because I'm doing a lot of research into the surrender experiment, blah, blah, blah. And I just love magic, right? And I'm in the field of magic and everyone shares their magic with me. So the mastermind is 12 months, and in 12 months, your life will change forever, will fulfill on all your dreams, desires. You will be living a life of magic and miracle. You'll be surrounded by the right community, probably in your soulmate relationship, doing the things you want, depending how ready you are. Like if you are hungry, you can create the craziest shit in the shortest amount of time. I know one of my clients, she hit the craziest goals in 6 months, like really wild, because she was ready and attuned and hungry. And then if you feel blocked, if you're procrastinating, if I have all the tools to move through that. Anyway, slide into my DMs. I love you. Thank you for watching. Good night.